Victims displaced by a deadly wildfire in eastern Tennessee this week are finally being allowed to return to their homes and businesses to assess the damage. The fire devastated the tourist community of Gatlinburg. At least 13 people were killed. This morning, anger is building towards local officials. Some say they waited too long to order an evacuation. DeMarco Morgan is in the town of Sevierville, just north of Gatlinburg. DeMarco, good morning.
Good morning. Residents are continuing to deal with the reality of devastating images like this one, a home leveled by those raging wildfires, as officials expect the death toll to rise.
The lines were long and cars were backed up in traffic for hours as thousands of residents and business owners for the first time were allowed back into the small town of Gatlinburg. They were in a rush to check on their property after one of the state's worst wildfires left more than 1,000 homes and businesses destroyed and more than a dozen dead. Neil Razor was one of the lucky ones who found his family cabin intact.
We were lucky. I don't know how that could happen with the devastation all around it.
Terry Calhoun, husband and father of 4, was not so fortunate.
I came in, everything was burned.
Calhoun and his family had just relocated from Lakeland, Florida, and had been living in the small one-room apartment for a year.
This was our bed.
The family had no other choice but to get out when wildfires took over their street.
We found out late what was happening. The TV went down, the phones went down, and when we went outside, everything around us was on fire.
At a Friday news conference, Sevier County Mayor Larry Waters wouldn't say if the evacuation call should have been made sooner.
We're not going to get into that right now because we did the best they have, and we're sorry for that, but we're not going to get into Monday morning quarterbacking right now.
As the fire raged, Terry Calhoun's family yelled for Ari, their cat, but couldn't find him. But Calhoun never gave up on his four-legged friend. Friday afternoon, Calhoun would see with his own eyes he'd lost everything. But to his surprise,
I know you're scared. Come here.
Ari appeared to be okay. He was hiding in the attic.
I thought he was dead. I was in the bathroom back there, and I called his name, and he started meowing at me.
The Calhouns have no insurance and are in need of a place to stay, but he still has his family and hope for a better tomorrow.
Pictures and a cat. I'll be happy.
Now, many of the businesses that were not heavily impacted have started to reopen their doors to customers, and the town of Gatlinburg expects to be back open to the public by Wednesday. Alex?
DeMarco Morgan in Sevierville, Tennessee. Thanks for that.